for me, and this is why everyone's different, and I think there's such a need for what you're doing, because when I was growing up, I never enjoyed fiction.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought I didn't like reading because all the books that the school suggested were fiction books.
Right.
And then when I was 14, my dad handed me an autobiography and a biography. And I devoured it. And then I started reading because I was like, I want to hear about real people
Right.
who break and who develop and who learn and grow and like have been through failure. And like, I want to hear about rags to riches. And I want to hear about real people who went through real pain.
That's right.
But I grew up believing that I didn't like reading.
Right.
And I think you're so right. I think there's a lot of kids out there who think they don't like reading or they think reading is boring.
It's a problem because like what I found in the industry, which is why we self-publish, because a lot of publishers want to publish the same type of story, you know, with the same type of plots, same looking characters, not a lot of diverse characters out there at all. And so we said, you know what, we're gonna have to do this on our own. This way we don't have anybody in our way telling us what the market wants to hear. I don't care about that. We write stories that come from the heart, and our characters are gonna look like my daughters, because my daughters don't have characters out there that look like them.
It's a great point.
So they're gonna look like my kids, and we're gonna go from there.
Yeah, I think what you've just raised there about diversity and representation is huge.
So it's huge, man.
Huge.
Because I don't see it, man. And like, you know, books is just the first thing. Publishing is the first thing. Now, if we look at animation is even worse. It's even worse, you know, in terms of developing characters, diverse characters. But even beyond that, the animators themselves, there's no diversity in that industry.
Right.
None. And I'm talking not just racial diversity, but gender diversity as well.
Yeah.
And so there are a lot of things that we need to take on, that we are taking on, and hope to make the world and the industry a better place because of it.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with that. I'm a British Indian, right? Born and raised in London, Indian, never seen any character that look like me anywhere.
Right, because they think, you know, the mass market, it's not going to appeal to the mass market, so we're not going to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, what? What?
Yeah, and everything's spreading so fast now, and everything's global now.
Yeah.
Right? Nearly all content is global now, and most global markets are growing everywhere. So the need for people, especially young people, being able to see themselves in characters. And it's not, and I think it's a deeper point that you're making, is you want to be able to see your story in someone.
Right.
Right? Even just beyond like color and background. It's like your story, your experience of life.
When we made Dear Basketball, we got a lot of pushback from people. Like, oh,